So, a statement of mine has been queried publicly. I know, so rude, right? Who dares? Who dares? It was a point that I made in a recent post about effective presenting at events that the maximum a speaker should talk for at an event is 20 minutes. Now, the suggestion from the commenter was that they find that tends to make talks too short and salesy, and that they think 40-minute sessions are usually best. But I stand by my statement 20 minutes is the most you should talk at someone else without any interaction from the other party. 40-minute sessions, fine, only if it's not an endless PowerPoint talking at the audience and there's going to be some real proper interaction from them included throughout. Now, I mean properly breaking up a presentation so that it's actually a conversation that the audience is fully part of from the get-go. I mean, polls at the least, an opportunity for questions, some kind of toing and froing. And I think for this to happen, organisers have to start sucking it up and be really strict about what's expected from a contributor. I've seen some guidelines that get sent to speakers and contributors at events that sort of suggest it might be nice to keep to the time and avoid too many slides, and they're all a bit grovelly and obsequious with we're so grateful that someone of your calibre is speaking at our event and would you mind terribly. That just doesn't cut the mustard. You know, if you want to have an engaging event, you've got to make it an intentional thing that you do all the way through the planning of the event. You know, you're going to organise an exciting agenda with lots of switch ups so that people don't get bored, and that there's lots of changing between sessions and different kinds of sessions, back to back breaks, that kind of thing, so that people's brains get time to take in what they've just learned and to recalibrate before you then shove more stuff at them. So for this to happen, you need your contributors and speakers to really get what you're doing. So you've got to educate them before the event starts, tell them what you're doing and make sure they're on board. Don't just blow smoke up them and say, we're so grateful. Say, we are determined to make this event something really special and different from the other kind of events that people go to. And we really hope you're going to be part of this new type of event that is educating and entertaining, not just exhausting and boring. Now, if you say this is the way the event is going to run, these are the ways we suggest you do that. Tell your contributors you need to be aiming for audience engagement every 5 minutes. Your slides need to earn their keep and actually add value to what you're saying. No 40 slide presentation decks allowed, probably no more than 10 slides should be allowed. Tell them we're going to be polling the audience all the way through, so they'll be sending in their information and what they want. You need to be taking this into account on the day so that their needs and their questions are part of what you're talking about. Get your MC involved. Get your MC to make them a video of tips and advice that you can send to contributors. Give them an opportunity to work with the moderator so you can all kind of make sure their session gets planned in a way that's going to be interactive and fun, that could even be using the MC on the day too. You know, if your MC is me, I can also help with speaker issues, so I can help the speakers actually plan something great. Now, you tell your contributors, we are determined to make this different from the get-go, and we really want you to be part of this new kind of event. Of course, phrase it however you want. I'm just being a bit blunt here to make the point because I am so bored of being bored and watching bored faces at events. So be brave, be bold, give your attendees a bloody good time at your next event.